doing my normal stuff, and then we can get going.
Yeah, just make sure I'm muted on stream until you get live. So, like, off the starting soon screen anyway.
Yeah, like I said, I just have to do my quick start stuff before I go, and then we can get going fully. You know, it would help if I had had the mic off. If I had music playing. So tonight we're doing Paint with Friends. Currently in voice chat when I unmute, we have Shiny Mew. So, yeah. If you're on Discord, you can join and chat with us while we're painting.
Oh no.
Hi, Shiny. I was waiting. I was like, okay, I'm gonna unmute. I should have said something. Sorry. All right, there we go. Let me get the camera set up because this is an extra step.
I see that potion is still working a little too well.
I was about to say, which potion?
The one that's keeping you having single horns and in your VTuber state.
Yeah. I've got something that will fix that problem. I just need to sit down and start learning how to do rigging.
Trust me. Well, again, you've seen most of my models. Rigging is a pain to do.
Yeah, and it's a live 2D model.
Unless you have like a prefab.
I've got the model, I just don't have a skeleton. But it's a live 2D model, so that's its own whole fun set of things you gotta do for it.
Yeah, versus the stuff I do is more Blender and Unity stuff. Excuse me.
Alright. Let's go for my camera software to start, and then I can get going.
Yeah, you coughed, I sneezed.
Nah. I'm used to scuff on this stream. Okay. Camera hasn't crashed. Let me grab our model that we're gonna be... I have to dry brush so much of this thing before we can even start painting on it. Because I didn't...
And this is why I prime white beforehand.
Well, I usually will just buy one can of Rattle stuff before... Because it's like, well, I have most of the other paints, I can do everything else myself.
Yeah.
And if I can ever get my airbrush to properly work, I could start priming that way and be really quick about it.
Yeah. Well, it also depends on how quiet your compressor is.
It's the little Amazon special one they have. So,
Oh yeah, so the El Cheapo or the
I don't remember if it's the El Cheapo.
the $30 one.
It's the starter kit one that comes with like everything.
Oh yeah, so yeah, that shit's noisier than a freaking Target on a Black Friday.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I'm about to be moving into an apartment soon, so I'm not gonna be able to use it for a while.
Oh.
Yeah, that's the sucky part.
Mm.
Alright, let me switch over to the mini painting screen.
And, you know, missing half of this because stuck in ad hell at the moment.
Sorry. One of these days, I'm going to properly sit down and do all the editing for all that stuff and be like, okay, how can I turn off these ads without causing a problem? Without causing a problem like Twitch. It's like, I know Twitch gets cranky when you change those settings.
Yeah. Well, and it's not like they already shat the bed as it is, so...
Yeah. Depending on what happens once I move, that also might be a situation of, hey, probably gonna start looking at other places.
Yeah, well, if Bezos keeps royally screwing Twitch, yeah.
He's...
They're not gonna leave us with much of a choice.
Well, if the Red app is anything to go off of, it might be time to start moving towards that way. Or at least multi-streaming. I think you can get away with saying YouTube. It's the blue.
Thank fuck.
Yeah. Well, I think he's trying to pull a Musk right now. Or
Yeah. We all know how that went.
well, he's trying to pull a Musk now, where it's like, ah, crap, this is bad investment. I'm gonna make this investment as bad as I'm gonna treat this investment as poorly as possible, and then blame the investment when it fails.
Also, that's one peachy model.
I'm trying to keep part of her off of screen until I get a certain part painted. Because it's
Smart move.
It's Twitch. She's fine. I just can't prove it until she's properly primed.
Yeah. This is like right now. It's kind of looking a little sus.
It's like she's wearing the motorcycle outfit from Mario Kart.
Also, I just realized it just peaked your mic. Sorry.
Did you? Oh. I thought I turned.
Yeah,
I thought I turned
myself.
Oh yeah. Let me. I normally have the music a little bit louder just because of that, but let me turn it down just because. All right, that should fix it. But yeah, the discussion we were having on Discord, I quickly looked up like, what is the real difference between Zenithal and Slapshot?
Yeah, the only difference between the only real difference is you use contrast paint over like base paints.
Yeah. But
and with what you're doing, it's not going to make a difference because you thin it down to contrast level anyway.
Well, that's the whole
So
thing.
it's just
like, well, you're supposed to use contrast on it afterwards, but no matter what, Zenithal and Slapshot, they both work for contrast paints.
Yeah.
Because like you're doing the same thing, you're just creating a layer of shadow. And, sorry, I meant to say hi, Lurk. I don't think if I said that.
What's up, Lurka? This brush is way too small.
Yeah, that's why I had to pull out this giant thing so I could actually do this.
Oh no, so I'm already... I don't want to use my character brush because I don't want to go... I was just getting, like, part of her forehead at the moment.
Mm.
And I realized the brush I was using... No, that's the regiment brush. I don't want to use that. That's for larger areas. And there's...
Honestly, I forgot to I tried to fix this. It didn't really work out, so I'm just going to accept my fate. This line in the middle, because it prints in two giant pieces.
Well, what you could have done,
there's like 20 different things I could have done.
two-part UV epoxy.
Oh, what I should have done is I should have tried to stick them as close together as possible and just took a UV light with some extra resin. While they were still
fair enough.
Yeah.
Well, and then again, I don't print myself. I just get my shit off Etsy.
Yeah. Honestly, depending on how the printer I have, I'm currently borrowing, but the guy might want it back before I move, so it's like, well, I'm gonna be out of a printer until I get stuff settled up there. So I might be having to buy Etsy for a while.
Well, I know there's a printer that's pretty reasonable lately.
Oh, I had the longer, but I was about to give that to somebody. The problem is the longer you can't print anything this big.
Yeah.
It's like, oh,
well,
great.
I was talking more the... what was that one?
We're doing good. I'm doing
it's not
pretty
the
good.
Elegoo.
The Elegoo's the mid-range, which is the only reason I would say.
It's the one step up from that, but it's still the price of the Elegoo.
Which one is that? Also, Lurk asked, how you doing? If you didn't see.
I'm doing alright, Lurka. Just painting some Gobbo pillows.
Yeah, I think you're painting the newer version of the Queen Gobbo. I forget her name.
Yeah, the one that's standing on a pile of coins that's uh, in whips at the moment.
Yeah.
Oh, god dang it. And of course the sun had to go behind a freaking cloud.
Ooh. That sounds fun, Lurka. You stripped the paint off a car.
What type of stripper are you using, incidentally, Lurka? Twitch, we're talking about paint stripper, not the other kind.
That's why I said, oh, he's stripping a car. Unless you're doing a car for, like, Gaslands.
Oh, like a mini. I thought you were talking like a
Well, that's what
actual...
I think he might be doing an actual car, but I'm like, are you doing it for, like, Gaslands, or are you doing an actual car? Also, if you recognize that logo, you immediately understand why this peach looks the way it does.
Yeah.
Jiggly sticks.
Yeah, I recognize that logo anywhere.
Hey, they make really great art. I would love if they finally... I think they just did a Pura model recently.
Oh god. Yeah, because like the internet hasn't fucking done that one to death already.
Well, to be fair, I think the previous game was everybody thinks Link is attractive. This game, it's like, oh hey, we took the one character that was kind of questionable and made her actually, like, interesting.
Yeah, well, they gave her Hyrule Warriors skin.
I think they aged it up a little bit more than that. But yeah, they pretty much just took the Hyrule Warriors model and then just said, hey, let's make it look a little bit better.
Yeah. Still looking for that frickin' fat bastard.
Which one?
The one in the depths. Fat bastard
Kuga.
in red.
Koga.
Can't remember his name.
Koga.
Yeah, Kuga. Yeah.
What's interesting is they actually kind of took the Hyrule Warriors version of him, because he's actually kind of more interesting than the previous Master Koga. Then again, the previous game's Master Koga was, I'm the leader of this tribe of ninja warriors, fear me. And then he drops a boulder on his head.
Yeah.
Hyrule
To
Warrior...
me, he's still a fat bastard.
Oh, he's...
It's just like, dude, he's obsessed with bananas, and, freaking has about the mental capacity of freaking Krusty.
Well, to be fair, he's a mid-boss for Zelda, which means I'm not expecting too much. It's like if he was any more intimidating...
Well, then again...
If he was any more intimidating, people would be like, why is he not the main villain? Because Matt Mercer has to shine.
Because Ganondorf is hot. Let's be real.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, the fan idea of Hydrated Ganon was better. But...
Yes and no.
But to be fair, fan Hydrated Ganon was also more of a good guy. This Ganon...
Which is just like... Yeah, Ganon's never a good guy, let's be real.
Well, to be fair, because everybody's been hoping that this is what's going to let them reset the timeline, which I think a previous game already kind of did that, if I remember right.
No, Twilight Princess didn't.
Well, the problem is this is also, if the theories are correct, this is in the Wind Waker timeline, so it doesn't really affect anything.
Yeah.
Although,
which
to be
makes
fair...
it so it stands the reason why nobody knows who the hell Link is.
Well, This is the problem, is the developers have already kind of confirmed the theory of mine. There is no timeline anymore.
Yeah, there is no timeline. It's just literally
Constants and variables.
the fact that they're just making games as a one-off.
Well, it's constants and variables, and they also said they really liked... They saw how well the Breath of the Wild mechanics work, that they're just like, we're just going to keep doing that until people get bored of it.
Yeah.
Which means we're just going to get the constants and variables, or we're just going to keep getting the 4 current champions. Well, the 4 liked champion characters.
Yeah, one Zora, one Garudian, one
one Rito.
Goron.
Yeah, one Goron, one Rito, one... Yeah, the basic 4 sages.
Which is just like... When you think about it, it's pretty much just them rehashing Ocarina of Time 50 times over.
Well, to be fair, Ocarina was like the best. I think it was Ocarina was the best selling for the longest time. Well, Wind Waker, Ocarina, and then Breath of the Wild basically was just like, hey, yeah, you want to know where like half this, you want to know where like half the Switch sales came from when it first came out, and then Animal Crossing came out.
And, like, the only 2 games that really carried the Switch when it was launched was Odyssey, Breath of the Wild, and what was that one really horrible game? Like 1-2, whatever. Because they were just doing, like, a tech demo, and it was...
Well, there was the
like,
1-2
seriously?
Switch, or whatever it's called, which is just... They do that on every console, is, hey, this is the game that we're coming out that's just going to show off the mechanics. That's all it is.
Yeah,
it's
aka
like,
tech demo.
yeah. It's the tech demo, but it's going to be a full-on game. It's like all the different Wii Sports games, but the difference is the Wii Sports games were actually kind of playable. They were just gimmicky as hell.
Yeah.
But they are really good party games.
Which, with the exception of Resort.
Yeah. Which is weird because I think Resort is like the hardest one to get your hands on.
Yeah. Well, in Resort,
Actually, was Resort the
to
one?
me, Resort had more replay factor than this new iteration they've done, which is, like, seriously.
Yeah.
Like, it's literally just, it's Wii Sports Resort. Just call it a deluxe version and call it good.
Yeah, it's like, there's a few games that they've re-released on the Switch that were Wii games, and I'm like, you had so many opportunities to just call it a re-release. And then there's games you should have re-released.
Yeah, like, Wind Waker for the 50th time.
And Twilight Princess, which you did on the Wii U shortly before Breath of the Wild came out, because Breath of the Wild was supposed to be a Wii U game, and then everybody said, hey, we should probably put it on the Switch. Because here's the thing, in Breath of the Wild, you could take the Twilight Princess model that came with the game, and you would get Wolf-Link.
Yeah.
The problem is, you use Wolf-Link now, you just get a ton of meat that's equivalent to killing a wolf.
God.
Yeah.
Now I'll never use my Wolf-Link amiibo again.
Oh, it does it every time, so I'm wondering if they're implying it's just Wolf-Link bringing you meat. All the champion armor still works, so you get their armors that you got in the previous game.
But you can also...
Yeah. I know, you can get almost all the you can get almost all the amiibo armors in-game now, so it's like...
Yeah, which is just like, why even... Well, again, it's a marketing ploy for them.
Well, I think it's also...
It's like, oh, let's make you buy a, $14 piece of plastic that...
Well, I think
you're
it's
never
also the
gonna
fact that
open because...
I think the main problem is they're slowly killing off the amiibo line because they're never in stock. And
Well,
it's mainly
it's because of freaking scalpers. That's the main issue.
the main issue is scalpers, and then it's also the problem of Nintendo going, "Oh, hey, we're gonna do limited releases in America for some reason." So you had to buy the Japanese version, which means there's a 50-50 shot you're not going to get it.
Yeah, which is like seriously, Nintendo. Like,
Yeah, I was in New York and I went to the Nintendo store there. I'm like, oh look at all the amiibos I'm missing, because I had almost all the
Yeah.
Breath of the Wild ones except for I think the Guardian.
Urbosa.
I know I had all 4 champions. I got them on pre-order. I made sure to get them.
Oh,
I'm missing specifically the Breath of the Wild Link. I have the one of him on his horse. I don't have the one of him by himself, and I don't have Zelda. I think I just got Zelda recently. And the Guardian.
yeah.
And the Guardian was like one of the
Well,
hardest
and-
ones to get.
Yeah. Well, because Nintendo seemed to think it's okay to freaking make it like a $70 figure. Like, no. Like, I'm sorry, that's...
Oh, Nintendo's not making it a $70 figure. They're just like, well, we don't care. We got our money. We're not going to make these things so easy to get that scalpers aren't a thing. We're just like, we got our money. Go complain to GameStop for not controlling that. It's like a perfect example with Nintendo recently. They had their cool Animal Crossing coffee merch that was based off of Roost. Sold out within like the first hour.
Yeah, and then... Yeah, scalpers being scalpers.
Scalpers being scalpers, and just knowing Nintendo, it's like, well, we're gonna give like X number to America, but we're gonna make sure that the Japan store has all of the product, because that also
Yeah.
tends to be Nintendo. Is we're gonna focus on Japan first, and then everybody else is second. Even though Nintendo is America is such a huge market, we should be probably catering to them to some degree.
Yeah. Well, it's just like in Splatoon, doing that baloney regional exclusive gear.
Yeah. To be fair, it's one of those things where if I couldn't see somebody using it, it wouldn't be a problem, but it's the fact that you can see people using it. It's like, oh cool, how do you get that armor? Oh, you had to be in this country. It's like the fucking Tauros in Pokemon Go. It's like, no, Tauros was here. It was Mr. Mime you had to go to Europe for.
No.
Or who was it? Who was the European?
The European one was, I'm trying to remember, it was, are we talking early Pokemon Go, or are we
Early
talking,
Pokemon
like,
Go.
current Pokemon Go?
Early Pokemon Go. 'Cause
Second?
early Pokemon Go, because that had a lot of weird regional exclusives.
Okay, so yeah, if we're talking early Pokemon Go, it was, Mime Jr. That was
Oh, yeah.
it wasn't Mr. Mime, it was Mime Jr.
Yeah, I knew it was one of their evolutions, so I thought that was the weirdest thing. I'm like, why?
Well, and like, here's the thing. The fan base nearly freaking rioted, so they're like, oh, let's put him in, like, the hardest egg to add. Blech. Egg to hatch.
Yeah.
So it's just like, okay, fuck you, Nintendo.
Well, to be fair, I think that was Nintendo telling, fuck, what was the company's name who makes it?
Game
Nope.
Freak?
Yeah, not Game Freak, because it's not Game Freak who makes Pokemon Go.
Oh, Niantic, excuse me.
Yeah. That was probably Nintendo telling them to
But-
do that, and they thought, oh, it's just going to encourage people to go play the game all over the place. It's like, it doesn't... See, it's one thing to make us go want to play the game. It's another to make regional exclusives.
The only reason why I still play Pokemon anymore is because, or not Pokemon, Pokemon Go, I should say, is because, where I'm at, we have we're in a military town,
Oh,
so
yeah, you're gonna have a
we get a
ton
lot
of
of like,
spots.
yeah,
Yeah, you're in a military town. The town I'm currently in, there is a specific place in town I could go. I'd have to deal with a lot of people, though.
yeah, and I'm pretty sure a buttload of people would freak the frick out if they seen a chick with freaking horns and a
Oh, trust me when I say
tail
this.
and double horn.
Trust me when I say this. The town I live in, that would be the least weird thing to see. In fact, I'd be having to take. In fact, I'd be getting tips and pictures. To anybody who can.
in this
The funny
one
thing
big
is-
town,
The funny
yeah.
thing is, I just kind of gave away where I could be living, although that could also be like 3 other cities near me.
Yeah.
Actually, the funny thing is, I think I've already like given away where I live before on Twitter, but you'd have to go so far back.
Yeah. That I'm pretty sure Twitter, after Musk took over, they did away with a lot of that shit.
Well, I purposely don't turn it on, but yeah.
Yeah.
Once I move, I can say where I used to live, because as soon as I do, everybody's gonna be like, ah, that's why you said you could walk around out in public. I didn't say where I live.
Why does it?
I didn't say anything, Lurka.
Tell you what, though, the furries out here would probably go absolutely ballistic for you.
That's anywhere.
Well, no. I'm just talking my end of the woods. 'Cause I'm so far up into the freaking mountains that people literally have nothing better to do.
Yeah, fair enough on that. You know, the sad part is, she had a little Bowser thing, and I don't know where it went. But she has the sticker. She has this thing, even though this is supposed to be a jumpsuit.
Yeah.
Well, she's supposed to be wearing her motorcycle outfit. I think I could get away with painting her, like, skin tone if I wanted to.
Yeah, but you'd have to... Yeah, you'd probably have to do the Starman something different.
Well, the only thing on her
Or
is
just do the
that.
Starman off-screen, one of the two.
Oh, these are gonna be gold. Like the actual stars in the game. Or gold or yellow like in the game.
Mm.
I'm not too worried about this area. It's painting everything else.
Oh, yeah. Especially the Goomba.
Yeah. Well, from a certain angle, he looks suspicious. And I think that was on purpose. Although, to be fair, Goombas are just like a leather... are like somewhere between a leather brown and something else, so it's like, it's not too bad.
Yeah, well, and you gotta be careful about not doing them, like, too dark as well.
Yeah. I think the main issue I have with painting this up at the moment is I don't really have a good thing for the... I don't really have a good paint for the blocks.
You
I
could
do-
probably mix up maybe 2-to-1 XV88 and Thonda.
Maybe, I gotta see if I have those.
Well, XV88's pretty light, so you could probably use that for, like, the lighter bricks. And then, do, like, the Tonda for the, darker sections of the bricks.
Well, that's why I said I gotta see if I have the color similar to that. Because
Yeah.
they're like brownish, but there's like a hint of yellow in them, if I remember right.
Yeah. And then again... Then you have me that has half of a Games Workshop display on my freaking table. Or my desk, I should say.
I need to take a picture of what my current paint setup looks like, because it's horribly organized.
Yeah,
My goal
I was
is...
tempted to. Go ahead, sorry.
Sorry. My goal is once I get my own proper place, I'm going to probably buy that really fancy wood kit I've seen a lot of people use. Where it's just like,
Oh yeah,
you
the
can
one
pretty
by
much...
Typhoon.
There's like 3 different versions of it, but yeah, just one of those ones where it's like I can put all the paints out.
Oh, bad time to get a nose itch.
Ah.
And it started to feel like a sneeze, and I'm like, no, don't you start sneezing on me.
Okay. Trying to see if I missed anywhere. Don't think so. Yeah, the pipes, the easiest thing to paint is going to be the Goomba, because it's green tube, the leather brown, white teeth, I think it's white eyes, black dots.
And black eyebrows.
Yeah, and black eyebrows. The base
That's
is...
still something that pisses me off.
Hmm.
It's like, you would think Mario's hair on his face would be the same colors as mustache, but no.
I think
or his hair.
I think the reason they did that was it was like Mario 64 or something like that. When he took his hat off, like
it was easier
point.
to make it black instead of... Yeah.
It was like the way they edited his hair in Mario 64. For some reason, it was brown instead of black, and they kept it.
Which,
and it's just
on the face of it, yeah, it was a good choice, but at the same time, like, nobody's hair is actually like that.
Yeah. But it's just become like a standard. Okay, do I want to do just a layer of Warboss green for the tube, or what? Or actually, it wouldn't be Warboss.
Do you have Warpstone?
Wait, I might. Where is it? That's Warpflesh. Yes, I do.
So what you could do Warpstone for the lower half, and then on the top of the rim of the pipe, do like an edge highlight of flesh.
Yeah, it could work. Oh, you're talking about like edge highlighting, like the band, right? Yeah, that actually would work. Yeah. And like I said,
and then trying to think what else you can do.
And it's not gonna be hardened leather. It's gonna be where is it? It's gonna be it's gonna be the mahogany or leather brown from Vallejo.
Wildwood.
Hmm.
Yeah, well, Wildwood would also work, but I don't know if you have that color.
What color?
Wildwood.
No, I do not.
Well, there's your problem.
Yeah. Well, there's accurate Goomba, and then there's close enough for this thing.
You gotta remember, I'm seeing this on a delay, by the way.
Oh. Lurka has another commission for me. What you got, Lurka? He's looking to... Yeah.
Oh, speaking of Gabo pillows, what'd you think of the one?
Oh, very nice. You don't even have to finish that sentence. I know exactly which one you're talking about because I said, "Ooh, nice." And this might be not thinned enough, but we will see.
Actually, to be fair, you're putting it on a little thinner than you need to.
I know, but I have to shut up TikTok sometimes because they love to go, "Your paint's too thick," and I'm like, "Shut the fuck up." The amount of people who think they are super clever on TikTok annoys the hell out of me because it's like, "You need to learn to thin your paints." I'm like, watch my stream and watch how much water I put in my paint. Trust me, I do.
And it's just like, with me, you don't run into that issue with contrast because it's literally very thin.
You can actually thin it down a little bit more, and it does some interesting stuff. And if you've got the Speed Painter, if you've got the first 1.0 and Speed Painter Medium, it does some really interesting
Radio.
stuff.
And it was just my mom.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah, I'll be right back.
All right. Ooh, that sounds fun, Larka. Good to know. Okay. Need to look up a reference real quick. It is like a mahogany with like a layer of with like a very little bit of red put in. Actually, it's like terracotta with brown added to it almost.
Damn it, Mamma Mia. Love her to death, but fucking hell. No.
Yeah, I'm having to just do 2 thin coats, and it's actually looking pretty close now. I'm just trying to plan out how I'm going to do the brick. Yes, I would make Duncan proud.
Yeah, you see what I was talking about with the wall flesh?
I haven't even gotten to
for
that
like
yet,
the wood.
but yeah, I get what you mean. Yeah, as soon as I do it on the edges, it's gonna make the rest of this really pop. And of course, I've got that spot where I messed up, but we'll probably dry brush some wall flesh into that so it looks like it's chipped.
Yeah. Oh no. Oh, you know what I just remembered?
Hmm.
I'm gonna have to look for a new pillowcase.
No.
I think you know what I mean by pillowcase, but
Yeah.
not like, well, for Twitch purposes, yes, a pillowcase, but a different type of one.
We all know what you mean.
Ouch.
Honestly, Lurka, when it comes to 40k, that's pretty much how I prefer to paint. It's like, paint them to look cool first, and then if they end up being a good army, cool. If not, it's like, hey, I've got an army. It's orcs. I'm gonna get my ass handed to me every time I play them. Especially as they remove...
Not necessarily.
Well, as they remove more and more of the RNG. Because 7th and 8th edition, it's like, oh hey, roll these 50,000 dice and hopefully your attack hits. Now it's like, okay, we're gonna kind of get rid of some of the RNG, but they still got some wonkiness. And I think in 10th edition...
Well, and then again, look at, the whatchamacallit. What was his name? Gaz.
Oh, Gaz still gets...
They nerfed Gaz, but he's still absolutely cracked, especially if you paint him purple.
Well, Gaz is always going to be good because he's... Until they decide to do it, until they decide what they're going to do with Gaz. Because here's the problem. If the stories are true that him and Angron are about to fight, the question is who's coming out of that fight.
Gaz, he's like a freaking Terminator. He just won't freaking die.
But he's also up against... It's literally a rock versus a hard place with those two. Which I think is one of the reasons why the Lion is getting involved in that fight, too.
Yeah.
Because the Lion is getting hinted at going after Angron, too. And yeah, Lurka's like, nope, no idea about pillowcase. Yeah. I am guessing it's I'm guessing just an old pillowcase, or somebody controversial.
Let's just say the zipper on it is given out.
Yeah. It's one of those things where I would try and sew it if I could, but yeah, it's probably just easier to get a new one.
Yeah.
That is one of the things on my list of merch that I eventually want to get, because I want to get a couple of different stickers made eventually.
Well, if you ever do a Shiny Mew pillowcase...
Yeah.
Well, not pillowcase, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
We
all know. I'd have to go to a website called Cuddly Octopus to think about that. To be fair, I actually have a pillowcase too. It's the mascot. It's the Fruit Punch mascot from Tentacle Grape Soda.
Of course.
Listen, I supported their Kickstarter. I was gonna make sure I got all the cool shit. Their soda's decent, but it definitely needs to be mixed with something.
Yeah.
Well, the grape soda,
like tequila.
the fruit punch needs to be mixed with something. The grape soda's not too bad by itself. And I have heard rumors that they might be making another flavor soon. I just don't know I don't know for sure. I do laugh.
Here's the thing.
Yeah.
When's the Zone crossover?
Oh, they've already done it.
Oh, they have?
Yeah, Zone was the first artist they used, because Zone helped them do the Tentacle Grape. And then Zone also partially helped them do some of the Fruit Punch. The Fruit Punch is a harder to get away with pun than the Tentacle Grape. The grape is if I just don't say the G.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. the fruit punch is fruit Inari punch.
Yeah. There's one. Well, again, they don't make pillowcases like they used to.
Yeah. Well, now it's become popular enough that it's like, yeah, let's start mass producing them.
Well,
Weirdly,
again, it all comes down to whether you're stuffing two big pillows into them. We'll just say.
yeah, I ended up buying one of the Japanese pillows that's meant for those kind of pillowcases. Because when I tried to go to Wally World, it's like, no, our pillow's not big enough. It's the American size. I'm like, what do you mean it's the American size? You're looking for the Japanese size. I'm like, oh. And also, I think this is actually weirdly pretty close to the Mario brick, the mahogany.
Mm.
Like, I'm looking at a picture, and it's weirdly close.
Yeah. Why does this ear have to be at such an awkward fucking angle?
But the leather brown is almost too dark for a Goomba, but let me look up a Goomba.
Are we talking N64 Goomba, or are we talking...
The more modern one.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, because it's like...
Because N64 Goomba was pretty light, but...
Well, they've all been pretty light. It's just... This brown is close enough to the brick. I'm almost tempted to do, like, 2 parts of this to, like, a red almost. Because it's red, but not red. It's weird. I'd almost say it's terracotta, but it's not. It's not leather brown. Where is it? I have a brown that's close to the Goomba anyway. I just don't know if I have enough of it anymore. That's a gold. The Mornfang brown. That's close enough. It's close enough for
chin.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just talking about mini, sorry.
Yeah. I think that's gonna be close.
Well, thankfully I've got enough of that particular green down that a lot of the wash is gonna hide it.
Mm-hmm. I was about to say, you or Lurka, what do you think? Which one looks more like the brick and which one looks more like a Goomba?
I'd say the GW one looks more like a Goomba.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. This looks close enough.
I would say do the GW on one and then wash it and then do more of the higher areas of the Goomba with that again.
Yeah.
But
I don't know. This is one of my first brown paints, so I don't even know if this stuff's still good.
Give it a good shake.
Came out sloppy, so we'll see.
Eh.
Here, where is it? Is there enough Lamia medium in here? Maybe resurrect it? Maybe.
I'm trying to think.
Lamian medium's kind of good for this. For reactivating stuff. Because water will reactivate, but it's not going to reactivate it properly.
Yeah. Also, you might want to turn that Goomba a little bit.
It's enough to where I can add some water. I'm about to use the worst brush. I should probably just mix it up and then I'll switch to a smaller brush.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't use this This used to be my go-to for making dirt. Because if you did this and then a brown and then like a dry brush or something else, it would usually look pretty close to dirt. Or mud at least.
So, and again, we're talking... See, I use Tonda for mud, depending on if it's like traveled or not.
Yeah.
Like, we're talking if it's like a fresh rain, then I'll use XV. But if we're gonna be using like a heavy rainstorm, then I'll go like a darker Tonda.
Yeah, I know GW's got a particular brown that they want you to use, but I think it's a technical.
Yeah, it's a technical and it cracks, which
it's
not like if you're doing a muddy road, it's not, you don't want your ground to crack.
Yeah.
That and push them to shove, you can always just take what was that one color? I have it right here, I just can't for the life of me figure out which one it was. XV88, wasn't it? Scrag, there we go.
Yeah.
So I'll use Scrag for like a worn path that's been trod on a little bit, but then I'll use Tonda for like a wet road. Ow. Ow, ow. Stupid pillowcase.
Yeah, and Lurka agreed with what you were saying about the paint scheme for using the Goomba. Yeah, I think if we do 2 coats and then maybe come in with a black wash on like certain spots, it's gonna probably look good. We haven't even gotten to the main piece of this yet. I'm still trying to get this guy because he's the easiest part to get done.
Yeah.
Well, Peach is also going to be easy because then it'll come down to
just Everland, wash, and then highlight the edges of the hair.
Well, with her, it depends on if we're gonna do. Let me see how Jiggly Sticks did it. Well, he did it a specific. Well, they, I think. I don't know. Oh no, you didn't do it painted. Why would you, my friend? Oh wait, there is. Yeah, looking here, how Jiggly did it is, it's a leotard. It's not a one-piece jumpsuit. So that is supposed to be skin on the legs. So there's more skin than I thought.
Yeah.
Which is fine. It's Jiggly Sticks. If you've seen any of their models, this does not surprise me whatsoever.
Oh, better than that one of Luigi's daughter and Peach.
Oh yeah, because Rosalina is canonically.
No, it hasn't been confirmed.
She has a green hat.
Yeah, in the storybook, but we don't know if that's just a graphical error. Then I remember reading something somewhere that it was a graphical error that it was green instead of. Well, I'm not gonna say anything for those of you who hadn't played it.
Oh no, not a game that's been out since the Wii era. Spoiling.
Again, it's the internet. They get butthurt at the slightest thing.
Listen, I already know where Zelda is. I just can't say anything.
Yeah, so do I. It's just like, yeah.
So I have to act surprised when I'm watching these clips going, I don't know where Zelda is. No, possibly. There can be no light to that situation.
Although, I swear, if they pull one of those Hyrule Warriors balonies again, I'm gonna riot. Where all the cool stuff happens in a memory that you don't get to actually do, and it's in Hyrule, like a Hyrule Warriors game.
From what I do know, a lot of these memories give a lot of context, unlike Hyrule Warriors. It's just... yeah. I can't say any more because I know too much.
Yeah.
And I have to act surprised for streams.
Yeah.
To be fair, I don't care about spoilers, I just know others care. But Rosaline...
Yeah.
But, that game's been out long enough.
Sure you've seen the, yeah, I'm pretty sure you've seen the Rosalina and Peach one.
I am looking at Jiggly Sticks right now, so I would not be surprised if I could just scroll down a little and see it. I think I have seen it. Oh, that's... oh, Roller Derby Peach. Oh, hey, I have the Secret Druid practice one.
I'm just surprised because I've seen the Rosalina and Peach one on.
Oh, that's a Colts 3D exclusive because it's not going to be on here. I'm looking on My Mini Factory. I was like, I don't see it, and I'm like, oh right, that's one of those ones that's going to be exclusively on Colts 3D.
I gotta wait for that layer to dry before I can continue.
Yeah. Okay.
One of the downsides to the contrast, they take us about as long as a wash to dry.
If you're lucky like me and you lived in heat, it's not so bad.
Yeah, well, unfortunately enough for me, it's been raining up here every single freaking day for the past month.
Oh god, I wish I'd known that was an alternate I could have done. I couldn't paint it on I couldn't paint it on Twitch. I just saw something when I looked back and I'm like, oh no, it's a Patreon exclusive version, never mind. I did use the alternate face.
Yeah, while I'm looking for that one mini that I was describing to y'all, I'll send it to you over Discord.
As soon as you described it, I'm like, that sounds like a Colts 3D one, so... Or we log into Colts just to be safe.
Yeah, well...
Let me put in my password right for Colts 3D. To be fair, I have a lot of Colts 3D models that are on backlog that I can't do anything. Yeah, I'll wait till you send it, because I'm looking at stuff, I'm like, that doesn't look right. Okay, I thought her outfit was white. No, the movies is white and pink.
Literally.
Yeah, it's her
Hold
movie
on.
version is white and pink. Or it's like a
Yeah.
it's a really light pink, but still. I think the movie one's gonna be easier to paint than trying to do her actual one. Although technically I might have that pink. That's like Magos pink or something like that.
Yeah, for sure. Sorry, I'm kind of multitasking here. Sorry.
It's alright. Okay, the Goomba, we are gonna need some bone white for his teeth. So I haven't done the edge highlight of this yet.
Guys, if I don't respond... Oh my god, guys, leave me to be.
Friends bugging you?
Yeah, they're like, oh, why aren't you playing VRC? And I'm like, I literally told you, idiots.
It's like I'm streaming with a demon right now.
Yeah.
That could be
Son
very...
of a gun, I knew I... Son of a...
What'd you mess up?
I didn't mess up anything, I just forgot a particular, color that I was, needing. Alright, guys. Streaming with the demon. Leave me be.
But so that could be the name of a podcast right there too.
Yeah.
I kind of like that. You can barely notice it, but it's there.
I need to go up a size on this pillowcase, I think.
Yeah, go with like the Japanese size or something. Or is that the base one? Or is that the Japanese size pillow?
Let's just say I need to go up on California King on the Japanese size.
Ah. God, you just remind me. You just remind me. Somebody has them on this. The fact that they have the. Fuck! I just forgot her name from Monster Musume. The snake girl.
Mia, yeah.
Yeah, they have a
Mine...
Yeah, they have the life-size body. They have the life-size pillowcase of her.
Yeah, well, let's just say with the pillows that I'm having to put in them, let's just say they don't make a size that you can buy in store, we'll just say.
Huh.
Let's just say your other form has about the same size pillows as I do.
Ah. See, the funny thing is, if I ever start making my own merch, I want to make a normal size pillowcase, and then I want to make actual size pillowcase. Because actual size is 7 feet tall is the standard I have for her.
Yeah.
So 7 foot tall.
And then you have, yeah. And then you have the usual size that, you know, pillowcases come in that, you know, it's just like, okay, having that thing around is just uncomfortable half the time.
Yeah. God, if Vexoria ever
Like,
made
you completely sidetracked me, Nami. Damn it.
God, somebody's gonna convince Vexoria to make a bot. Well, she already has one. She already has one, but somebody's gonna convince her to make like a like that Pokemon Center Snorlax-sized bed one.
Yeah. And then, for context, I can't see my phone half the time past the pillows.
Ah.
Okay, there we go. Had to put my arm around the other way of the pillow.
Okay, let's do a brown.
You could probably slap that tooth with a wash to give it more of a
Oh, that's why I was
dingy
debating.
bone color.
Yeah, I was gonna give it a brown wash. Because if I wanted to make it bone, I would use the skeleton horde contrast paint. But I was talking about like giving what wash I was gonna put on him, and I'm like, yeah, brown wash would probably be the best. I just gotta wait for the teeth to dry, and then I can wash them too.
I couldn't find it on Etsy. They must have taken down the listing, but
That's why I said it's if it's what I think it is. I think I've seen it before. Yeah. To be fair, depending on the canon, what you believe is the canon ending of Mario Galaxy, it doesn't really matter.
all right, it's up in the usual place where I put all the pillows.
All right.
Ah, this stupid crown is pointy.
That almost looked like Digital Dark pinups, and I'm like, that's not it. It's close, but it's not.
Yeah, well, you could probably take your phone and like, do like a ID scan of it or whatever.
Yeah, I could. It's just that looks. See, there's like a few artists that could be, and I'm like, that might be Jiggly Sticks. Yeah, there's like 3 different people it could be, and I'm like,
Alright, something came up, Nami. You have a great rest of your night.
You too. If anybody else
Thanks
would like,
for
you're welcome. Well, probably once I know what my future schedule will be, this will probably be a more common occurrence. So, yeah.
Yeah.
But if anybody else would like to,
like, yeah. Had we done this about maybe like 2 hours earlier, I would have been able to stay longer.
Yeah, sorry about that. Like I said, once I know what my new schedule is in the future, once this move is all done and I know my new schedule, I will be able to like start planning out better stuff. Or we can make this like a Sunday night thing or something.
Yeah, or maybe Saturday night, hopefully.
One or the other. But yeah, we'll see. Have a good one. And hopefully whatever came up isn't that big of an issue.
Yeah.
Alright.
Stupid... I'm not clicking there, you stupid freaking... Why does technology have to be so obnoxious?
Because it
Come
is.
on.
But yeah, I was about to say, if anybody who is in Twitch chat who is a part of Discord would like to join, go ahead. If not, then I will just be sitting in... I'll just keep talking to you guys and keep the call open. God, this Goomba has taken forever, though. Okay, we're going to use a smaller brush to do the eyes. You still here, Lurka, or are you still stripping the car? Sweet. Okay, are those little like white dots in his eyes? I think they are. Yeah, they're like little white dots. Okay. I'm gonna need some Avidu real quick. That's Corvus. Here's my Avidu. That's the old Avidu. I want to use the last of this stuff up, and I can finally throw. That's Iron Warrior. There you are. I didn't even notice I missed a piece of the eye. God, I haven't even gotten to the like key part of this character yet. I find that funny. To be fair, we could paint most of her probably up. We could probably paint most of this up, and then we could probably next week paint her herself up. If it gets too late. Although I'm pretty sure we can actually start on Peach herself. There we go. Oh, I thought her hands were in gloves. Okay then. But how's the Goomba looking to you, Lurka? Okay, are we gonna do Catachan flesh? Or is Barbarian close? Kinda. Of course, he's... How is a Goomba smash? Okay. Too dark. Almost not. Almost dark light enough. Too light. Yeah, we could try... Oh, we could do that. We could do Barbarian and then dry brush this. And then do a layer of this. I think we're going to do that. Or... And light flesh is too light. Dark flesh is too dark. And that's light orange. I don't want that. I want... See, annoyingly, the basic skin tone actually might be the closest. Where's my pokey tool? There is my poking tool. Because there's so much of this, I want to try it on the hands before we go too far. See, it's like she's wearing... Oh, no, it's not she's wearing gloves. I mistook the pins. So these are the pins that go into her hands, into her arms. And I mistook those for gloves. So I thought she was wearing, like, pink gloves. Which, I mean, I could still technically do. It's gonna look close enough. Hi, Chibito. Yeah, we might dry brush this on, I think, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. Or, actually, since this is a base tone, we might do a layer of this and just see how it looks. Well, to be fair, to be fair, that actually is a compliment for a Goomba. Well, for painting a Goomba. Okay, let me mix up some more. Who randomly joined?
Did you mean to be in here?
It's just really for anybody who wants to chat while we're painting.
Okay. I was just seeing how you were doing.
I'm doing good.
That's good. Oh dear God, Steam got a new UI update.
Yeah, kind of like we might not have to do a second layer. We'll see about this.
I just wanted to come see how you're doing, that's all.
Alright.
Love you.
Bye. I don't hate it. This is the problem I always have with this skin tone. It's like I always feel like it needs to do more, but it always like works for when I'm trying to just do a light skin tone. Might have to let it dry to fix that. It's like the best way to describe it. It's like the most stereotypical anime skin tone. I'll fix that later. What do you think, Larka? I mean, I can see some streaks right now just because of my lighting versus what lighting you guys see. So I'm going to have to do at least a second coat. I might come in with some flesh shade and put it in like the recesses like here. Yeah, she's gonna look like this, by the way, when we're all said and done. That actually makes it look really easy to paint her back, so I'm not actually mad at that. Yeah, she's gonna stand like that. I didn't mean to break that, but that's literally gonna help me paint her hair a lot easier. So, happy accident. Let's mix up some more flesh tone. Well, if I remember right, it's more comic accurate, Conan the Barbarian. Well, book and comic accurate. The original Schwarzenegger movie, the original Arnie movie was more obviously showing off Arnold than anything. Yeah, I don't know. A lot of people didn't like it because they were expecting a remake of Arnie's version, and it's like, well, yeah, it's based off of a comic. It's the same as Judge Dredd. The difference is the Dredd movie was actually better at being comic accurate. Like, I think the closest we get to anything from the comics was James Earl Jones turning into a snake. That actually is like something that happened in the comic. Also, there's a lot more about the Atlanteans and the sword that Conan has and weird stuff like that. If I remember, I'm trying to remember the 2011. I know it was supposed to be more comic accurate. And I know the comics are really fucking weird. Then again, that's not surprising for comics. Comics can get away with some really weird stuff. I mean, hell, the Hulk is a perfect example of his comic version is a lot more interesting than... Ruffalo's is close enough, but we'll never get true dissociative disorder Banner where he's got like 10 different transformations depending on his mood. Like Gangster Hulk. Because apparently that's a thing now. Or it has been a thing, I guess. So what spurred you on to watch that version of it, though, Lurka? Ah. Okay, if you like the A-Team, I don't know if it'll be on Tubi, but if it is, watch the movie The Losers. Especially if you are in... Okay, good. To anybody who has never seen it, if you're a big Idris Elba fan, or a Captain... or a Chris... Evans? Yeah. It's one of the Chris's. You will like The Losers. It's stupid. It is based off of a comic. I do wish we got more of movies based off the comic. That is one of those movies that me and my friends will occasionally quote certain scenes from it. boots? That's the question. White socks, pink boots. And we can probably use some Magos pink to do the buckles. Magos pink. Where is it? Voluptuous pink. So the power stars are the same color as her hair. And her hair is a basically Flash Gits yellow. God, I'm stupid. I just got paint on my monitor, like worse than I normally do. The whole problem with painting with yellow, though, is you have to do like 4 or 5 layers to get it to look good, even if it's not thinned. So, Lurka, since you are familiar with the losers, do you prefer the A-Team or the losers? Because both those movies came out literally within like the same like 6-month period or so. And people who saw the losers first prefer the losers. People who saw A-Team first prefer the A-Team. Ah, fair enough. To be fair, you also can't really go wrong with the movie with Liam Neeson in it. I was trying to think for a second. Who the hell is the UFC fighter? I'm like, oh, right. Huh, I wonder who the UFC fighter could be. Not the big, huge guy who's taking over as Mr. T's character. Well, the hair's close. What do we think, Lurker? Do we like the hair, or do we need to go darker? Or do we need to go yellower? Or do we keep it just copyright different? Okay, we'll keep it that. I do want it to be these to be a brighter yellow so they look just a little different. We're going to have to do 2 layers of this yellow, but that's fine. We haven't even gotten to the base. So the base, funny enough, most of this dirt is actually, give or take, Armageddon dust. These are just normal rocks, so we're pretty fine there. I don't want to commit to doing this just yet. I don't want to... Okay. Yeah, we're gonna do white, and then we're gonna do pink along the sides here. I think we're gonna do... We're gonna do this pink. Okay, I forget who that is, 'cause I think it actually is Mr. T's quote, but they say it's Sun Tzu or something like that. Oh, wait. Where is it? Where is it? I was gonna do something. Where's the pearlescent? I just remembered I was gonna do something to make this look not matte. Where is it? There it is. Oh, it was Gandhi. I couldn't remember. I wasn't sure if it was Sun Tzu or Gandhi who said that. I just had to look over at Discord and saw something. Okay. So, if I did this right, her jumpsuit is going to look interesting. If this effect comes through, we will see. Ooh. Nice. Okay, I don't know if I put enough of this medium in, but if it works, it's going to give her an interesting glossy effect. We'll just see when it dries. It's kind of there. I just can't tell. Well, what I just added is an iridescent medium, which basically just adds like a lot of it adds basically a lot of sparkly stuff, so it makes a lot of paints glossier than they actually are. And we're back into the Minecraft songs, I see. Okay, let's get the other boot. Let's get the other sock. Ooh, sounds fun. I think what I'll do is I'll come back through and I'll paint the souls black. trying to remember if tune decks are still valid or not. Okay, I can't... Alright, so I gotta let the pink dry and then we'll do a second coat of it. Alright, where's scar tissue? Because that's gonna let me do the mouth. Well, the original Toon deck used to be just stupid because it's like the only way you could just defeat it is if you could destroy the Toon World card. But I think now they kind of negated that, if I remember right. Different off-whites. Oh, cool. Wasn't sure. Pay no attention to what I'm doing. It's completely safe for work. Ba-doom bum bum bum. You all saw nothing. Oh yeah, tunes have always been overpowered. I just don't. I thought they got banned for a while. It sounds like they didn't, so that's actually kind of cool. you dry yet? It's like, I want to come through with the voluptuous pink on the belt, on the buckles and stuff. Yeah, Lurka, to tell you what my decks were like, I had I had all the starter decks that were based off of, like, the in-game deck, in-anime decks. So I had not Kaiba's, I had Yugi's deck, I had Joey's deck, and I had... Fuck, I just forgot his name. The guy who had the Toon deck. Millennium Eye. He had the Millennium Eye. I'm trying to remember his name off the top of my head. Pegasus. See, for some reason, I thought Pegasus, and I'm like, no, that's not it. Pegasus was the guy who came later with the God cards. Well, how are we looking to you, Lurka? Other than her choker and crown, obviously. And I gotta do the thing on her. I gotta do a little tattoo on her back. I might. I keep meaning to. I just haven't. Yes, you're gonna say Ultimate Smash. Yeah, dragon decks are kind of... It's been a while. I do know dragon decks, especially if you do them right, can be really interesting. We are going to paint Horizon. I'm trying to get everything else going. I shouldn't have done the hair. I might have screwed myself, but we'll see. So, the reason she's missing a leg is actually kind of simple. Like, the leg's not glued. Because she doesn't fit if I don't put it on. If I put it on. Gonna act like I didn't do that. Actually, yeah, we'll do the voluptuous pink as the souls instead. We're almost there. Let's do the crown. Oh, that's perfect. is a perfect timing for that song. Also, it makes it very obvious that this song is using "Never Gonna Give You Up." Cool dragons. And now we're into Breath of the Wild. I want like a ruby red, which means I need to bring this paint out. Well, we know Peach has got the approval of Smash. At the moment, anyway. Mm. Bouton is done. Thanks for the crab raid. Where is your new banner, Lurka? Is it dinos, or did you send it on your private server that you've invited me to before? Okay. Are we feeling good on the skin tone at least? Is it the picture of the dinos you sent? Nice. All right. Now for this big bastard. think it looks close enough for what we're doing. Ooh, that sounds fun. Oh god, I just realized the pain that I'm about to put myself through. I have to paint all of these bricks. That sounds fun. Ugh. I'm just gonna paint this part black and just be done with it. I figure what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do a ring and then I'll come back around and do a second ring on the top part. Hi, Random Time. How you doing? We're painting up the base for a model that I will show off in a little bit. I'm doing good. Thank you for the posture check and the hydrate, Lurka. I'm putting a timer on that. Is this Breath of the Wild? Oh god. And then I have to do the tops. Outside is the way I'm doing this, I can just go and just really quickly just paint without moving it. Oh, that felt good. my hand. So the better question I just realized is, and I'll probably ask this on Discord too, just to see what wins. Do we want to do Bolt Gun tomorrow? Or do we want to make up not being able to do Tuesday? Aw, well, alright then. Like I said, I'll put it to the vote on Discord. But at least we can... I already kind of had a feeling I knew which count you were going to have. I know you're good with whatever, but you're the one here, so I get to ask you first. I mean, I think with Bolt Gun we are right there, so we might as well just finish it, and that gives us an extra day to do stuff. Okay, I'm trying to figure out what we glue down first. I say we're almost done with Bolt Gun, and then I'm going to find out there's like 3 more levels.
Welcome to the Pokemon Center.
Oh, yeah, no, I'm going to be sending that probably tomorrow or Friday.
Thank you for waiting. We've restored your Pokemon to full health. We hope to see you again. Yeah, you finally got an angle of that. Yeah. Gonna keep that just far enough away so you can't see the little thing I did. I was dumb and I should have painted this first. Funny thing is gonna let me show her off while I'm painting her slowly.
while I'm painting this base slowly that I forgot to do. I can fix that really quick. There's a little thing I noticed that I didn't paint, and I can fix it really quick, and it will not be noticeable once I do. I didn't think it would be noticeable, that's why I didn't paint it, but now that I can see her all up. See her, it's like, ah, yeah, there's a spot I missed. Dum, 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 dum. Well, we got the Lurka United States of Smash. I think we are good. I just have to figure out how to take a picture of this girl. Alright, so like I said, I will post to Discord the question of if we're going to do Bolt Gun or Tears of the Kingdom tomorrow. So, I'll let that be decided by the chat, by Discord. But I get the feeling a lot of you are going to probably want to see the end of Bolt Gun. While I do my usual end of stream rituals, do we have our recommendation, Lurka? Lucifer, that sound. Sounds interesting. So I'm just trying to do my little bit of cleanup while we're sitting here. So we're just thinking Lucifer. No, not that. Well, let me know when you're out of an ad, and then we can get going on that part. Yay, welcome back. Alright, let me close one more thing. Alright. Alright, let's go say hi to Lucifer. There are so many puns on Lucifer. Lucifer, she's got 4 people. She's playing Beyond Two Souls. Alright. I will see you all. I will see you all tomorrow with either Bolt Gun or Tears of the Kingdom. I hope that you all get a good rest, and I hope you all have a good day. Let me get that raid cooking. And I hope to see you all tomorrow. Bye, my lovelies.
This is not like a 12-hour shift. Bare minimum.